live before your naked, steaming eyes. That's right. I'm here, and it's the birthday bash. It's been an epic day. I'm so excited that you're here. What is happening, everybody? We got Paul with the wrench. We got Erickson in the house. And man, I might have to take these shades off because, dude, I'm having a tough time reading them. Dave, thank you, Paul, Earl, yes. All right, well, here's the deal, man. We had an epic, amazing day, right? And then we rushed back from Orlando. Ace is here. It's just me and Ace right now. Now, the wife is off. She's got something cooked up. Let me pick up Ace. Come here, Ace. All right. So it's me and Ace right now. And Ace is going to be all over my shirt, right? He wants to be part of the party. Everybody wants to be a part of the party tonight. And I don't know what's going to happen when they get home, but I have had an absolutely epic day. It's been absolutely, Ace is a place for the helpful chihuahua, dude. Look at that face. That's a face only a chihuahua could love. Yes, the bash. It's been epic. It's been epic, dude. So we made a last minute decision to go to Orlando, and I'll tell you why. I like to go on a guitar hunt on my birthday, and here's the deal. I've got a couple guitars listed on Reverb right now. Charge channel. So I bring new stuff in. I got to get rid of old stuff that I'm not playing. Thank you, everybody, for the amazing birthday wish. We've got me and the hound here, dude. Look at that thing. Look at that face, dude. That's $1 million face. That's $1 million. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to have to take off the shades so I can read and see everything everybody's saying. But man, thank you, everybody. 59, dude. 59 years old. And it's been an epic, epic week, man. I'm so thankful for everybody. And I'm going to let everybody know right now that's tuning in. Tomorrow morning's going to be a special episode at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's all about you, right? So tomorrow morning, be sure to tune in. It's an all new episode. And if you're a member of the channel, stick around to the end. There's a special message for everybody. And tomorrow morning is going to be epic, right? Now, next Sunday, the interviews will commence. And we'll get back to that. And we'll probably do the Roy Vote part 1 next Sunday. But tomorrow morning, this 39 is the live stream episode. Yeah, so Leah just said, 39. So tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be an epic, thing. And here's the deal. It's demonetized as saying birthday cake. I think they went out to get a birthday cake. And I think, yes, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Paul. So I have a feeling they're going to come busting in with a cake. But in the meanwhile, it's been an epic week. All right. So I had some points. Oh, he's dying to be part of this. Come here, Bubba. He wants to be part of the show. So you know what? Ace gets to do what he wants to do. But look what's over my shoulder here. Does anybody see what that is? Does anybody know what kind of guitar that is? Does anybody see that? What is that, dude? What is that guitar? It's an Iceman, dude. It's a Paul Stanley Iceman. So here's the deal. This week, I had some points on Guitar Center, my Guitar Center card. And I just said, you know what? I looked for the coolest wall hanger that you could possibly get for low dough, right? This is a Ibanez PS60. Now I'm going to show you this guitar. This is an epic episode because it's still got the old tagger on it. Look at this, dude. This was an incredibly low $399. $399 for an Ibanez PS60. Now, if anybody wants one of these, please use the Sweetwater link. This thing, dude, it's a lot of guitar for the money. And look at that. Now, I just heard the family just showed up, but only 399 bucks. So if you want one of these, now look, this is a great mod platform. I'm not going to tell you that these are the greatest pickups in the world, but man, you slap some 78s, some Seymour Duncan 78s in here, and you're going to love that. So let me let Ace down. I can hear the family coming in the house. So this Warheart says yuck. Well, look, man, it's not for everybody, but I think this is the coolest guitar Ibanez makes, dude. This thing is cool, dude. So FMP wants a destroyer. I get it. And so this was what came this week. I'm going to do a demo of this guitar. It's still got the tag in it. Now, Mia just showed up, and she was napping in the car on the way back from Daytona. Mia, do you want to say hi to everybody? Are you just now waking up?
I just wanted to see, would you get my little, Dad, you locked us out.
I didn't lock you out.
But,
You had the car keys.
yeah, but it was, Mama,
I can't lock you out when you have the car keys. That has the house keys on it. All right, so that's that. All right. So we went all the way to Orlando today. Now I'm gonna put together a video of this. We didn't get a ton of footage, but I'm put together a video of the visit to the Orlando Guitar Center. Now, man, the Orlando Guitar Center is friggin' awesome. They have an amazing platinum room, and I found a really killer guitar. I'm going to demo on the channel. I'm going to demo the Iceman. I'm going to demo that. I'm going to demo the guitar that I found today. Now, I'll show you this. I found this PRS S2. Look at the flame on that. Look at that. S2 594. And I found this for a ridiculously cheap price. And it's a 2024. It's got a few dings on the back you can barely see, but you can see there's some divots in there. Yeah, and Mia's here with the Gujitsu.
and I got a new instrument guy that you brought.
Yes, I bought her an instrument too. See the ding there and a couple of dings there. That's the only thing wrong with it. But this thing is sweet, dude. This thing is sweet.
Can I have that mint?
Yes, you can have that mint if you let me do my work. Here you go, honey. All right, here, have the mint. Let me do some work. All right, go on, honey. Go on. So, it was an epic journey to Orlando today. 2 guitars this week. So that means I'll probably have to sell 3. I've got 2 guitars currently on my Reverb page. I've got the Cardinal Red 61 SG, Gibson SG, and I've got a cool Gretsch. Very, very low price. Chris Michael, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Mia, okay. Yeah, so Mia got this instrument today. This is some kind of Asian saxophone thing. She had to have it, dude. This little thing was like 21 bucks. Thank you so much, Chris Michael. Thank you so much. Paul, thank you so much, man. Amazing. You guys are friggin' amazing, dude. We're rocking and rolling. We're stacking them deep.
What's this song?
Can anybody name that song? We've got balloons, right? We've got all of that. Paul, thank you so much. Mia, let me do a little work, okay? Let me talk to my friends. So, thank you so much to Chris, Michael, and Paul. Amazing. This has been what I thought was initially going to be a kind of a, not that great a weekend because here's the deal. The weather's been awful. So on the way back from Orlando, dude, I had to white knuckle it on a road. And yes, Paul, thank you so much, brother. Paul, look, and let's everybody give Paul a big round of applause. He's got a new job. He's got a new apartment. He's moving. He's moving to an area he wants to be in, and good things are afoot. So see, here's the deal, man. People, this is positive energy we're throwing out on this channel, and good things are happening for everybody, man. This has been amazing. Paul is on the way up. Yes, Paul is on the way up. And we're glad to see it, man. We're glad to see it. Because look, man, yes, Paul is a good dude. He helps out on this channel. I'm not at the point now where the moderators are making money to doing this. So they're doing this of their own free will. And so I'm very thankful. But, I'm thankful for Dave and Mike H. and Paul. And I'm thankful for everybody. Here's the deal, man. Tomorrow morning, for the members, tune in. You're going to be a part of this episode, and it's an episode of gratitude, And here's the deal, man. Dave has done amazing things for himself and improved himself. And, together we're creating a great community of musicians and people that have lived life and maybe partied a bit too much and come back and improved their lives. And so Paul's moving to Lake Mary. Dave has done great things. I think Mike H is working all weekend, so he's not here tonight. Warheart, here's the deal, man. If this channel blows up, I don't have any problem kicking people a few bucks for moderating. Rick Beato has 6-7 people on his payroll. At some point, I might need people to help out with this channel. I might need to hire people. I might need to hire an editor. I might need to hire people to keep me, here's the deal. What if I end up having to go do, more things like I did X5, or have to go somewhere, fly somewhere, meet them. I might have to hire somebody to travel with, to handle all of that stuff, collect the money, all of those things. Creative Native is asking if he can be my guitar tech. Well, I'm not at that point yet, but you never know, dude. Big channel, pay mods for sure, Erickson says. So here's the deal. FMP says he'll be Sergeant at Arms. Man, I might end up, look, man, we have to have positive thinking, dude. At some point, I might need an assistant. I'm definitely, can need some help with the paperwork. So things are happening. We're keeping the positive vibes going. And look, here's the deal. We got a long way to go. Now, we made it to 19K for my birthday. That's what I said. I want to make it to 19K. We're already on our way to 20K. It would be a miracle. It would be a miracle from above if we get to 20K tonight. But I know that's almost impossible. If anybody is watching tonight and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to a channel. All it does is make sure when I put a new video out, it gets recommended to you. That's all a subscription is. It's absolutely free to be a subscriber to the channel. And so anybody that, wants to, subscribe, please subscribe now. We're on our way to 20K. And we're doing this organically. I'm not buying subscriptions. I'm not paying for promotion. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm just doing the work. each day to show you, man, look, you can turn your life around and you can make things happen by just putting in the work, bro. Putting in the work. Slow Fi says you're bad, Brad. You're nationwide. Hey, that would be amazing. Thank you, Green Man. Thank you. Yeah, P Funk. Dave's got to send a text to P Funk to wake up. Hey, bro, he might have napped. Look, thank you, Max. Happy birthday, Brad. My dad and I love watching your videos. I've learned a lot as an 18-year-old. Dude, Max, thank you so much. Now see, right there. Here's the deal. Demographically, and that's a great comment. Thank you, Max. Demographically, we skew on the older side, right? Probably starting at about 38 on up, all the way up. And so there's less people, younger people watching this, but probably the people that would benefit the most is those younger guys. But see, by his dad watching this and him watching this, he's gonna know when he gets out on the road, when some 40-year-old MILF comes up and wants to pull him in the back room, he's gonna know, hey, you know what? She might have just done this last night with the last band that was in town. He's gonna know what not to do on a gig. He's gonna know how to show up and play whatever the band leader calls. He's gonna have some idea what's going on. And let me give a shout out to John Pitch LA. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Let me see if I can see. You can literally see me touching the screen, because here's the deal. I'm running this on an iPhone. The whole channel is, can we do this? Can we make this happen with minimal production and an iPhone? Can we do this? I've got one light bulb. There's our lighting system. I know there's channels out there that spend thousands and thousands of dollars on production, right? They have the cameras. They have those big umbrella lights and all that. And I'm like, you know what? Can we do this? Scott, dude. Oh my God, Scott, dude. That is friggin' epic. Hallelujah. That is amazing, dude. Man, here's the deal. We build a community, right? And Scott, he's in Memphis, right? So I hope that Scott makes some connections through this channel and our network that we're going. Girlfriend just subscribed. Chris Michael J says, thank you so much, Chris Michael J. And look, here's the deal. We got people down in Australia, Chris Michael J, right there. We've got people all across the country, and it is becoming a networking thing, right? It is. People have hooked up. People have, gone and see their bands and made musical connections and all different things through the channel. Now Mia's knocking on the door. What's next? Oh, they got something for me. Let's see. Let's see what they say. Oh my God.
And begin, Mia.
Here is your cake.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
Okay, they can't see that yet.
Happy birthday to you.
With guitar picks.
Oh, it's got guitar picks?
Yeah, right down there.
Daddy, happy birthday
Day to you.
And many more.
And that's for all the years old you are.
That was too easy. That was for all the years I'm 6. I'm
Yeah.
technically 6. Well, mentally, I would say that I'm 6.
And this is vanilla mousse cheesecake.
Vanilla mousse cheesecake. And look, they put my guitar picks there.
We didn't put them on the cake.
I would have put them on the thing.
Oh, well,
How do you like this one?
Dirty.
How do you like this one, dude? It's got the Jolly Roger, dude. Okay, I'm gonna drop this cake.
Okay. This
yeah.
is the guitar pick. Tell them the story about this one. I had made that for you.
Oh, so
Yeah.
so this, right? It says trigger warning, right? And then Bad Brad. So, many people who have checked out some of the projects I've done, I have a project called Stone Padre. Well, initially, we were going to call it Trigger Warning, right? And we didn't end up going with that name, but my wife
Hey,
ordered the pics already
Yeah, it was a
for
little
the
too late.
for the project. So it's one of those things. It's the band name that didn't get used, dude.
Oh, and Mia wants to show them the other gift we got.
Oh.
Did they see all the balloons?
Yeah, we got balloons. Look, they got me this thing. Now I about had a heart attack when I saw how much this cost.
Wow.
Because it's literally a jar of Hershey Kisses with a little balloon. And then Mia picked out these Super Mario Brother balloons, which I'll go with it.
You guys play games together.
Yeah, we do play.
It was either that or Paw Patrol.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of Paw Patrol, but so it's been an epic, and I showed him the I showed him that. I cleaned that up. So
We're gonna go eat cake without.
They're gonna go eat
No, just
cake,
kidding.
and I'm gonna continue with you guys. Hey, Mia, go eat some cake with Mama.
Like and subscribe.
No, we'll wait
Yeah,
for Daddy.
and hold on, now Mia, come here and say that again.
And always like and subscribe to Mia and Brad's channel.
You like how she took over
Yeah,
the
she's
channel?
taking over the channel, dude.
Mia
All right,
and
you guys
Brad.
go eat cake.
All right.
So like Mia said, like and subscribe to the Brad and Mia channel. So yeah, look, dude. Here's the deal, man. I know I could do a Mia channel tomorrow, and it would probably go way easier than this channel would. Maybe, I mean, look, it's nothing on YouTube is easy. Nothing is guaranteed. But yeah. So, but I know she's learning by seeing what I'm doing, hearing what I'm doing, and watching. We watch YouTube. What have I done for the last 17, 18 years? I watch YouTube. What do I do? Like, if the wife goes, I'm going to bed, she's making me watch something on Netflix, I'll go to YouTube. That's what I watch. I can always find something on YouTube, and I several guitar channels that I watch, and I watch old music videos, and I watch some different stuff. So yeah, man, this is a journey, dude, and I'm thankful for everybody that's here. This is an incredible. Yeah, Paul says YouTube is his TV. Well, there's YouTube TV, right? So a lot of people can watch. FMP says he only does YouTube. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Yes, 19K, bro. 60 child, barely one out of 69. There you go. Yes, yeah. This gig is early. This is an early thing. Look, man, we're at 19K. Yes, Dave. We are 19K. Thank you. That is Dead Person. Really enjoy your content. Thank you, brother. Thank you. This is what I drink now. These are the best. If anybody likes sparkling water and you're trying to not drink sodas, these are excellent. And I am not sponsored by them, but yeah. So only YouTube. Everybody says Scott has premium. So look, man, I have to be thankful for all of you guys. I got to be thankful for YouTube. And thankful I got an amazing family. Look, man, I tried to shoot a segment today of gratitude. Because look, man, I didn't want to, I never thought I'd get married. I never thought I'd have a kid. I was, just doing the same nonsense in my life. And my wife guided me on a different path. We still, look, before we had the kid, we'd go out once or twice a week and go hit the dive bars. I like dive bars. I like the atmosphere of a dive bar. But, we changed, man. We do different stuff now. So I'm incredibly lucky to not have to do that. Diamond Lou says you're a history buff. I'm not really a history buff. No, but I think history is very important to learn from it. So I'm gonna have a little celebratory caffeine, And yeah, growing my hair. Yeah, running around, hitting the town, growing my hair. Can anybody name what line that song is from? So man, everything grows a bunch of fruit, man. That sounds amazing. Milk and cookies with the family at Ace. I'm partial to Italian ices. That's my week. When my voice is tired at the end of the day, it's something about an Italian ice scraping the spoon. I don't know, man. Maybe it's like back in the day when you'd be hovered over the, let's say, accoutrement. It's something. It's the process of doing it, not actually eating it, right? So, man, here's the deal. This is still an AMA episode. So if anybody wants to talk about anything or has any questions or any of that, man, this is more about you than it is me. So yeah, so yeah, he's got a problem with birds and possums. He tries to be calm about it. Yeah, well, you know what? I never thought I'd be talking about figs and mulberries and berries and all that. But man, hey, if you can grow all that stuff, a flyer has a question. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can find that. Did you use any rack gear in the 80s? And if so, did you have a favorite unit? Man, by the time I started assembling rack gear, I did have, here's what I had. I had a Soldano, and I believe it was made in Japan, purple preamp. It was 2 channels, clean and dirty. And I had a Mesa power amp that had, dude, it seemed like it had 12 tubes in it or some insane amount of tubes. The thing was ridiculous. And I had a Rocktron IntelliFX. And that was as far as I got as my rack gear. And by the time I moved to Nashville, and Nashville was more of a combo amp kind of town, so eventually I ditched the rack, and it wasn't practical. I had this giant heavy rack, and I'm trying to load it in my truck at the end of gigs and stuff like that. So I eventually got into combo amps, and now, you know, if I had to go play a gig tomorrow, that's what I would use. But that Soldano preamp, I still think, and look, I've got something here. Guys at Boutique Amp Distribution sent me a Soldano t-shirt. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't personally own one right now. I had one for a while. But dude, I honestly think that the best sounding amp you can buy is this right here, Soldano. If you can afford a slow 100 and you need mega power, I don't think there's a better and surprisingly more versatile amp that you could possibly buy. Is the Soldano Slow. And they make and I'll tell this to FMP because he's always looking for an amp head, and I wished I hadn't got rid of it, but I had a Slow 30, and that amp sounds amazing. It was the best sounding amp I probably ever owned, but I never used it on gigs because it was a head and a 212. If they now make a Slow 30 combo, I should probably sell the combo amps I have and use that. Here, AMA, Dave, means ask me anything. So these episodes are always, the Backstage with Bad Brad is always ask me anything. And that's what AMA stands for. Yeah, let's get the likes up. We've got 68 in here. So FMP, dude, if you want the best, and I'm talking incredible clean tone, incredible in-between stuff, I can get Dumble-esque style tones on a Slow 30 or a Slow 100. You can dial those amps in a lot of different ways. And the Slow 30 is the lower powered version of it. And that is an incredible sounding amp, dude. You wouldn't need anything else, man, to play anything you wanted to play. Yeah, the Soldano pedals are great too. So, man, thank you to the Soldano guys for sending me that. So that's friggin' epic. Did you ever play a haunted bar? Shade Viking, thank you for that question. Asking if I've ever played a haunted bar. Ah, yes, yes. So I played a place in Wisconsin. Now, I think it's called the Eagle's Nest. Let me know if anybody knows this, but it was a former like Masonic like lodge or something, and it's in Wisconsin. I think it's in Milwaukee, but I may be wrong. It's across from the hotel where Jeffrey Dahmer had one of his victims, and it's the victim he had where he put him in a suitcase and carried him out of the hotel. Scott, so that you'll know that in the name of that hotel. It's and this place I believe is called the Eagles something or Eagles Ballroom. That's it, Paul. So I played that Eagles Ballroom, and I stayed. So when we would play, when we'd be on the road, right? We played that gig. We opened for Florida Georgia Line, and we had hotel rooms at that hotel across the street. Well, I was cooked, man. I was cooked from the road, and nobody was using the rooms. And so I went to the hotel and checked in, and I stayed in that hotel and took a nap, took a shower, took a nap, chilled out. Because that venue is creepy, dude. It's creepy. It's got multiple rooms, like all kinds of different rooms. That whole area is extremely creepy. And that hotel's got creepy vibes. I ate at this little Greek diner across the street, which was very good, actually, very good. But man, the whole place is a trip, dude. So I would say probably of any place that I've played at or stayed at, and that's the combo of those two places, that was probably the most haunted. It felt like it was haunted. The venue felt like it was haunted. And thank you, Shade, for that. Here's the deal, man. That place was creepy. You could get lost in that venue. I remember playing it. I remember that it was like a big open theater. They had these barricades in front of the stage. Florida Georgia Line stuff took up so much room on the stage that we played our set like with barely any room to move around. And it was so dark in there. Normally, these concerts, they're dark, but you could still kind of see people, but I don't remember it being like a raging party or anything after that gig, because it just felt like we're here, we're playing this gig, and even the audience, it's not like people hung around after the show. I think people played the show and got the hell out. So thank you, Shade, for that question. And that's what AMA means. Well, a lot of times we'll put AMA. A lot of people know what AMA means, but we'll put that in the description for these videos because you guys shape these episodes. Ah, delicious. So I took a nap when I got back from Orlando. Do you have any experience from the road that you still think about to this day and regret? Bob Nagy, that is a great question, man. Man, look, if you haven't done stuff on the road that you regret, then you haven't really been out on the road. You haven't really lived. And some things I regret drinking as much as I did. That would be the wide swath answer. But here's the deal, and I watched a podcast today from some guys that I knew out on the road. And they're doing a podcast, but it doesn't get the numbers that we're getting here. But the older guy in the podcast, he said, man, now that I'm old, I just can't sleep on the bus anymore. And that was my experience when I got out there and realized, man, I'm not sleeping at all. And I had to sing every night, 5 nights in a row sometimes. And so I started realizing the only way I can sleep is if I, get blasted and just pass out in my bunk. So that would be my regret. So there's a wide swath answer. How did you like the I-4 traffic going to Orlando? Tampa, that's a great question. We did go to Orlando today, but on the way there, I took all back roads, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. My wife doesn't like taking back roads, but I enjoy them. I like driving by and seeing all the scenery and the houses and the wildlife and all that. Big D says he popped a champagne bottle in our hotel room and it shot down into our TV. Woo! Yeah, that's a good one, man. That's a good one not to do. They'll make you pay. And I'll tell you this story, man. I may have told this long time ago, but people know that watch this channel also know that when I was out in LA, one of my day gigs was working at a hotel in West Hollywood as a bellman, right? And the band Public Enemy was staying at the hotel. They were there for several days. And Flava Flav and Chuck D and all those guys, the guys with the suits and all of that stuff. And Flava Flav, dude, he was off the chain. If you can imagine, that guy was off the chain. But he got tore up and decided to write in Sharpie all over the lampshade in the room. He wrote his name. It wasn't even like he did art on the lampshade. He just scribbled on the lampshade. Well, the hotel brings the lampshade down and says, Sir Mr. Flav, you're going to have to pay for this. It's somebody just asked, were they cool with me? I didn't have a ton of direct interaction with those guys, but man, they were good. And look, even Flava Flav, it was just cool to see Fight the Power. And look, P-Funk will tell you, he's not here, I don't think right now, but we used to listen to P-Funk, Public Enemy. We used to listen to them, man. But he wrote all over the lampshade, and they brought the lampshade down, and they, sir, you're going to have to pay for this. And some of the Muslim Brotherhood, the guys the side guys in the band, they were standing there, and they got their suits on, and they weren't partiers. These guys were as straight as an arrow. And there's Flava Flav all, acting like an idiot, and the Muslim guys are like, stupid. And so Flava Flav is going, stupid. And he's just like, just repeating it as a mantra, right? And it ended up costing, I think it was like $95 for a lampshade. And dude, back then, you could have bought one of those generic white lampshades. You could have bought for probably $20, and they probably had a stack of them in the back, and just in case something happened to one. So people do crazy stuff out on the road, man. It's just the way it is. Now we got 91 people in here, which means we're peaking, dude. We're totally peaking, and we need to get those thumbs up. I want to see tonight. I want to see us break the record for thumbs up. So official Diamond Lou says, you ever have to unload all the equipment from a trailer in order to change a tire, then find out 3 hours later when you get to the gig that you left all the mic stands on the side of the highway? Woo, that's a tough one, dude. That's a tough one. I don't think we've ever had to unload a vehicle like that and do that. But many times on the road, you would have the trailer would be loaded down with gear, dude. I mean, loaded. You're trying to get as everybody that's on the road back, especially when we're using real amps. I had 3 amp heads out on the road. I had 100-watt amp heads. Because look, dude, when you go out for 3 weeks and your amp head blows out, well, guess what? Now you're down to 2. And in 3 weeks time, dude, you're playing in rain, you're playing in heat, you might be playing up. I mean, 1 minute you could be up in the mountains somewhere playing and it's cold as all hell. So yeah, I mean, dude, the trailer would get weighed down, and then then we'd be popping tires on the trailer. So the driver would be in the middle of the night out there changing tires on the side of the road at 2, 3 in the morning, dude. It's tough. Rock Miller just says, did you ever meet Axl Rose? I can't say that I did, bro. You got to have spare gear, Scott Petrie says. Absolutely. So yeah, man, that's tough. Rolled up to a gig with the rig, forgot the guitars, had to get Dad to drive them to me. A shame. Chris Michael J. I think I've even had to do that to my wife. Say, hey, I need a power cable, and I literally have to describe over the phone. And look, she doesn't know anything about it. It's what is those cables called? An IE cable, the typical power cables that all combo amps use. And I had to describe it. Hey, on the floor in the other room, there's a pile of cables. And if you can't figure out which one's the power cable, and they have 3 prongs, and it's the thing that goes into the wall. If you can't figure that out, bring the whole stack of cables. But I need you to bring those down. I'm down at the gig, and we're going to start in a half hour, and I need you to go now. So, any plans to demo plugins, guitar software? Flyer, boy, that is a great question. I think what I'm going to do at some point, I don't use software plugins as far as modeling and stuff like that. But what I have been doing lately is using plugins for effects. So I've been using a couple of programs in Logic, and I think I might do an episode sometime, and I'm gonna need this will probably be once my daughter starts school and I get a couple hours in here. Jimmy Ray, thank you so much. Amazing. Always a good time. Jimmy Ray Hawkins says, glad I'm able to see this live stream. Bitchin' Camaro, happy birthday. Thank you, brother. Thank you. That is amazing. He was asking about software gear. I haven't really experimented a lot with amp sims as far as plugins go. I know that the technology, it's really all there where you really don't need the hardware anymore to get good guitar tones. But I think what I'll do is do an episode where I take the Friedman IRJ or the IRD and show you, hey, here's how you use something like this and get 80s rock tones. Or here's how you use this and your software. And so you get a tube sound, you get killer tone, and then you use the plugins so basically you don't need a modeler if you have something like that, because you can get all of your recorded tones with all the effects and all of that, and it sounds incredible. So I'll probably do an episode about that. So yeah, man. Let's see. Ever eat at King Taco in Los Angeles? Awesome food. Rock Miller, where is King Taco? That's my question for you. I'm going to be like Socrates, and I'm going to answer a question with a question. I remember towards my last of my time at the in the valley. I remember there being a huge taco joint that was deep down past Van Nuys, down way out there. And it was like a 24-hour place, and they had lengua, and they had cabeza, and they had all this, some weird stuff, tripa or tripa, whatever, all that stuff. But that was amazing. Zanku chicken was another. When we used to go, when I was out there, Zanku now is like, it's like KFC or El Pollo Loco or something like that. But when we were out there, dude, Zanku chicken was just a little hole in the wall dive place with the most incredible, like rotisserie style chicken, hummus, all of these little purple like pickles. I don't even know what the hell they were. Peppers and all that, man. My mouth is watering thinking about that. Back then, I mean, I don't know that it's as good as it used to be, but that's the deal. Thank you, Richard Hole says, "What's up, fellow guitar nerds? Happy birthday!" Thank you, brother. Someone crashed a car into the Roxy. No, I think that was the whiskey, and I think it was a truck. If I'm not, yeah, the pickled beets. Yeah, those were amazing. Let's see. East Washington Boulevard, downtown LA. Okay, Rock, I have never eaten at that place. I have not. I ate at a place like that out in the valley. I'd really like to see you interview Leon Todd. He lives in Perth, but I think that would be a great interview. But here's the deal, man. Leon Todd has got his whole thing, man, and he doesn't need me. I would need Leon Todd more than he needs me. But maybe here's the deal. If everybody that watches tonight subscribes to the channel, it's completely free. We get the numbers up, and we can get whoever we want on the channel. Thank you, Alicia. Alicia Fair is Michael Fair's wife, and she is the coolest chick in the world, and we're so glad to have her here. I'm assuming that she's got Michael there. And if Michael's there, please give him a dude, bro. I've known Alicia and Michael for decades, man. Oh, and they got the Titans on preseason. Epic.
Daddy got
What
me
do you
this.
got? Yeah, and Daddy got Mia this. Here you go, Mia. Take this. Okay. Here, let me finish up. I'll be done in a little bit.
No worries.
Okay. Ace is in here. Please take him. Ace, go
I
on.
didn't even see him.
Go on.
Oh, he wants that thing, that orange thing.
He can have this thing. He can have this. Okay. You guys are killing me over here.
I know.
So I had to give Ace his toys. I had to do all that. But man, this has been incredible. This has been amazing. And man, we're not done yet. So everybody hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, right? Because the more subscribers we get, and once again, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. I've had people like insinuate that, well, you get people to subscribe. Here's the deal. You can become a member of the channel. And we've got like, I don't know, 80 plus videos that are in the members section that only members can watch. And every now and then, I go through the members section when it's time to release a video. I go through the members section and go, I'm gonna put this one out. They're like torpedoes of knowledge that I go, fire the torpedo, right? And we put it out, and we rise it up the flagpole and see who salutes. And that's a quote I've heard David Lee Roth. We'll run it up the flagpole and see who salutes. So that's the deal. Okay, FMP always seems fascinated with the soiling and stuff like that. I don't get it, bro. I don't know. Here's the deal. Somebody posted a video of Vince Neil, I guess, singing the other day, and here's the thing, man. I think the important thing is that we torpedoes of truth. That's it. So each day I pick something from that member stockpile. The members get to watch the torpedoes of truth anytime they want. $2.99 a month, all kinds of member videos. And look, the majority of it is all available for just $2.99 a month. That's dirt cheap. Now, I've started the process of building a Patreon channel. Right now, there's only one exclusive Patreon video right now, and there's one extended video on the Patreon. So it's in its infancy. It's in its infancy. And look, it's a backup plan in case this channel ever gets, something happens to it or whatever. It's a backup plan. You'll always be able to find me. You could join the Patreon page, and there's a link in the description of this video. You could join as a free member and just have it as backup. But $2.99 to become a member of the channel, and like I said, early access to demos, early access to all this. You get emojis and all this other stuff, and then Rockstar level gets early access to interviews. Now I've got an interview coming up next weekend. I'm taping it. An interview with Steven Rosen, who is the author of the Edward Van Halen book, Tone Chaser. So, man, that is going to be epic. And if you are a Rockstar member, which I think is what, $5.99 or something like that, you will get early access to that interview, before it gets released to the public. And so here's the deal. I try to keep 2 or 3 interviews in that Rockstar thing. The interviews are the toughest things to get because you got to work with people's schedules. You got to do all this. It's not easy getting these interviews. I have people sending me publicists saying, "Oh, which person do you want to pick? Here's my list of people that you can get." And I'll say, "Well, hey, what about this day?" And then it's like they get busy doing other stuff, and so it's not easy to secure these. But man, the more people subscribe to the channel, the more people we can, get. The better interviews we can get, the more numbers we have. So somebody says some of them want $5,000. I can't imagine that people really want $5,000 for Zoom interviews. I have had nobody suggest that because, here's the deal, man. If you have something to promote, then coming on the channel, and I see the results when people come on. Aiden, how you doing? When people come on the channel, I'm able to go on Amazon. If they're selling a book on Amazon, I'm able to go on Amazon and go, yep, we sold some books. We sold some books. So if you have something to promote, whether it's music or your website or your career or anything like that, dude, all you got to do is come on the channel. We talk for an hour or 2. I'm going to try to push interviews now to 2 hours because once I get somebody on the channel, there's a lot of questions that end up I'm not able to ask. So I'm going to try with Steve Rosen. I booked it for an hour and a half. That would be enough to turn into, say, 2 45-minute or 2 45-minute episodes. I think I'll be able to get more in depth. We'll be able to get two Tone Chaser. Yeah, the Tone Chaser dude. Mike Simmons, who's been on the channel, has released his second book, in which, by the way, I've got it in here. He sent me 2 copies of Tennessee Metal. So I want to get Mike back for a part 2 interview. I've got to get around to reading his book. Here's the deal, Chris. I ordered the book. The book is on the way. I need to either read it or listen to listen to as much of the audiobook as I can to prepare for this interview. So I've got my work cut out for me because And here's the deal, man. Just in the audiobook is excellent. Just in the first chapter, he gave me some great ideas. Yes, Chris, please send me some questions. And look, if anybody has any ideas or whatever, you know that you can go to my channel page. Go in the description, the bio for the channel, and there's an email link. So anybody has any business inquiries or anything else, you can hit me up there. Interview Darby Mills. I don't know Darby Mills, but Dana Strum would be a great interview. Yeah, Dana Strum would be incredible. But does he do these things? Listen in 2 times mode, creative. Yeah, and look, man, if my style of thought is you don't have time to listen to something, because look, man, a lot of time I'm doing stream of consciousness. Hey, by all means, listen at 2 times speed. And Shane says, Brad, saw your video on the Stones at your local hotel. How disappointing was it to be turned back down the elevator when getting to the top floor in the concert where Keith took the axe to a fan? I think we were scared. We were scared, and the first time I'd ever had any dealt, contact with a road crew guy, and these are Stones guys. These were big. This was a big dude that saw us get off the elevator, and when he said and pointed like go back the way you came, we were not questioning that dude, and we were scared, dude. Imagine thinking you're gonna go jam with the Stones. Now, can you imagine? And this is an episode on my channel that's available. It's Party with the Stones, I think it's called. But we tried to sneak in. We snuck into the Stones Hotel at Kings Mill Hilton in Williamsburg, Virginia. And we thought I was just a kid, and we thought we were going to go up and jam with the Stones. So my buddy took his Strat. I took my Gibson, the Paul, and we were like, let's go in and sneak in and jam with the Stones. We didn't know what the hell we were doing, dude. We were just a couple of knuckleheads, right? But we figured out how to get to their floor. They had security all over that hotel. The Stones had blocked an entire floor. They had security guards at the elevators, but we figured out another side door and went in that side door and snuck in a different elevator, and we got to their floor. But when we got to the floor, there was a guy there, and he's like, and he sees 2 kids with guitars. I mean, what's happening, Hank? How you doing, brother? It was fun, and it was more of a relief. We weren't that disappointed that we didn't get to jam with the Stones. If you can imagine what was going on in those hotel rooms with Keith Richards, and this is what year was the Tattoo You tour? Was that 81? I think that was like 81. Keith Richards, watch the footage from that concert. Keith Richards looks like he weighs like 110 pounds. Ron Wood is, in the words of Steven Tyler, is gacked to the nines in that concert footage. He's got a cigarette going the entire concert. He's literally, his hands are like this. His jaw is going the entire concert. I think what was probably going on in those rooms in those days, they were either passed out or they were staying up for days. So I don't think they would want to jam with a couple of local kids. Yeah. So, but we had no idea what was going on in that world. I knew Keith Richards was, the Jack Daniels bottle on the amp and all that, but we didn't know what kind of partying. We didn't know anything about that in those days. But those guys were deep in the murk. If people know what I'm talking about, if you read that book, Ban Everything. Erickson, thank you so much. That is incredible, dude. And Erickson has been a great champion of this channel. And man, I thank him so much for everything that he's done for this channel and everything that the moderators do, Dave, Paul, Mike H., who's not here tonight. Thank you, Cleveland Style. What is Cleveland Style? Here's to you. Yeah, Richards got arrested in Arkansas around that time. I think isn't that when they did that road trip? Keymaster, you said it, brother. Keymaster said they were probably with a face full of snow. Isn't that one of the Stones songs? Moonlight Mile? That was absolutely, they probably had a turntable in their room with some blues records on. And Keith was probably, that was probably what was going on in that room. So Guitar Golf says my friend's mom was supposed to see them that night and she had ticket and newspaper clippings. Wow. JFK Stadium on that tour. I think the tour before that one, it was at 78. I think I would have liked to seen them in 78. Chris, amazing. Thank you. Chris Alexander with a happy birthday. Man, you guys are incredible. You guys are absolutely incredible. We've made $199 tonight, dude. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I'm thanking you because here's the deal, man. Tomorrow morning, it's all about you. It's going to be an episode, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My wife says I should sleep in tomorrow. I'm like, I got work to do. I'll forget about it. Thank you, Guitar Golf. He says, happy birthday, dude. So, yeah, tomorrow's episode, if you're a member of the channel, make sure you tune in tomorrow. Stick around to the end of the video. I tried to put everybody, look, I'm old, dude. So I had tried to compile a list of every member of the channel. And I was able to get a file with all the names, right? But the format that it was in, I could not control, couldn't copy and paste all of those names. So I literally had to type or copy individual names and put them into a list. I may have missed one member name, but I literally old school copied and pasted one name at a time. And I think we're at like 111 members. So if I missed one, let me know. Yeah, it was it was said, got to export to Excel format. I think it was an Excel format, but it opened up this like thing with all this, like a graph and all this. And I just wanted text. I just wanted text so I could copy the names and then put them into a little stream, on the video with everybody's names. Man, I'm a caveman, dude. Somebody says, I want to hear you sing with that scratch. What's up? You like Dog's Day or more? You know what? I think my singing voice these days is very pure. It's very clear. Because I've taken a year off from any singing at all. I'm starting to, when I try to maybe hit a note or two in the car, I'm like, dude, my voice is in pretty good shape. It needs to be used a little bit more. But thank you, John. Thank you. But I think my voice is in pretty good shape these days. But I don't think it's raspy at the moment. What are you doing, Mia?
Okay.
Are you eating cake? No. You don't show people.
I'm not eating steak.
Oh, Mia's eating steak.
Yeah.
So let me tell them about that. Let me tell them about that, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. So last night, John Coles, thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Mia, let me tell them about that. Okay. What do you want to do? I don't know what you're saying, but thank you, Wednesday. Mia, go with Mama and eat your steak. So last night for like a birthday dinner, we went, thank you, John. Thank you so much. Last night for a birthday dinner, we went to this place. It's like in a little small town down the road. And they had this steak for two, and they said they carve it at the table. And I'm thinking, how do you carve a cooked steak at the table? Like, how does that work? I didn't know what it was, but I just said, hey, there's three of us. We can split, a steak for two. And they come and they bring this huge tray with it's like all organic farm to table stuff. All this like potatoes and tomatoes and a little bit of salad and all this green beans. I mean, it's literally like an easel with different like things on it. Then they bring out this tomahawk steak, dude, one of those tomahawks, right? And a square stone that's just hotter than hell, right? And they start slicing the tomahawk steak. And it's like, oh, I've got to cook this. So my wife was sitting and she's like, you can come. She's like, I'm not doing that. I said, okay, I got it. So they sliced it all up. And then I started putting it on this hot stone and cooking it right at the table. And it was absolutely incredible. So they're eating the leftovers from that. But, man, it was amazing, man. It was amazing. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Ben. But man, here's the deal. I'm gonna wrap this up now. We've been on here for 66 minutes. I'm gonna go spend some time with my family. I'm gonna have a little cake. I might learn about Cuba and have a little pizza. But here, stone cooking. Is it in Ireland? Stone cooking is amazing, man. It's the story will never end, and I will be there to hear them. Thank you so much, Big D. Thank you, everybody. Guitar Golf. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Tony Love. Thank you, everybody. Let's hit the thumbs up on your way out. Thank you, Chris A. Thank you to everybody with the amazing super chats. It's been an absolute epic friggin' weekend. Tomorrow might be a little more chill, but here's the deal. Maybe tomorrow we go somewhere and maybe I'll just do a pop-up live. We'll see. Technically, my birthday is at midnight tonight, but here's the deal. We might just chill tomorrow, but thank you everybody for an amazing evening. And I'm going to go spend some time with the fam. Hit the thumbs up on your way out. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for all the happy birthday wishes. And I wish you all an amazing thing. Tune into the video tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for a special channel message for you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't thank everybody enough. It's been incredible. See you tomorrow morning. Peace.